Welcome back, everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor, and I'm Jewel. And as you can see, we're on the Jewel's Peaceful Valley map. And right here is basically like a shopping center, or some might call it a mall. Um, what we're going to do in this episode is bring in possibly some buildings here. And I've been thinking about it, and I think since this is potentially a shopping center or something, we need some fast food places here. So, or restaurants would be even better. So I highlighted this one that's a pizzeria that we placed over there. That's an actual, I believe it's a sell point over there. Um, so we're probably going to bring just the building. We can delete the actual selling point uh, information. We don't necessarily have to use it for that. So we're going to bring it over, and then I'm going to probably get the one that we placed over this way somewhere and put beside it, so we'll have two restaurants so they can choose which one after they leave from their shopping. So it's more or less it's not really a mall per se. It's like a place where uh they have different businesses. So it's not like a massive mall or anything. So, but we're gonna go ahead and hit Control D as in dog to duplicate it. And so now that it placed it down here, we can hit Control B as in boy, left mouse click, left mouse click. Now we gotta adjust the ground, so just be patient. But in the meantime, I'm considering something. I need to look where this road looks. Okay. Okay, so what I was gonna do, since I didn't have a whole lot of room in the back side of this, I want to move that forward. So we're gonna click off of that. Excuse me. And we're gonna go ahead and place down a transform group right here. Create transform group, and we're just gonna call it shopping center. Doesn't really matter. I'm just using it to do something. Um, Now that'll open, and then what we need to do is put this where this can be moved. So basically, Control B as in boy, and I'm gonna put it right here in the middle, and I'm gonna put all that inside it. So we're gonna click on this one and see which ones are which. So where does that one go? Nope. Nope. What is that one? Nope. Okay, this one, 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 this one. I think we're missing one. Come on. So let me see what we got here. Let me see. No, that's not what I want. Okay. I'm assuming this is those. Okay, good. That's all of them. I don't think there's any more. So we're going to hit the middle scroll wheel. What I did was I hit shift control. I clicked the first one first, shift control, clicked the last one, and let go. And then it highlighted these. Hopefully it works right. And then I'm going to hold the middle scroll wheel button over this blue highlighted area, press it, drag down until I drop it into that new transform group that we created. Hover over it. When it highlights, let go. Okay, and double check to see if I didn't grab anything I shouldn't have. I don't see anything. Okay, so what that enables me to do is to pull this forward a little bit. This fence will be moved, so don't worry about the fence. Okay, and we're going to bring it up closer to the road on purpose because we need a little bit more room on the back side. That's much, much better. So now when I situate this, we're going to have plenty of room for the trucks to come through. We'll be able to get the ground at the right situation and level, and hopefully be able to do what we need to do. Trying to decide where this level needs to get to. Um, this one has a point of the cell point. Let me see, where does it have it? We gotta open the whole thing. There it is. Okay, so they'll still be able to get to that. That's what my concern was. I want to make sure that wherever I do this ground to, that's gonna work out. Okay, so I almost wish I had put this level of ground at that. So I'm trying to decide what to do. I technically could put that part there and this could come down since this one's okay and you're coming around this corner, okay? If I lower that, that's fine because then they just drive down lower. Problem is this part. So how much level? Okay, so we got plenty of cement. So I'm thinking we'll be alright. Let me check the steps. So that's going to be the issue, the steps. So if I lower it, see, the steps are going to be the issue. See, that's what I was going to do, was lower this to this level. Alright, so we'd have to either slope it or one or the other. We'd have to lower the whole thing if we was going to do that. So first we'll just try to see what it's going to look like. We could slope it. We could bring it out and have it slope, but then they're going to be driving on a slope. I may have to work this out a little bit later. What I may have to do is let it come down on the whole section. Excuse me. But what's strange is I think this part didn't change. It stayed the same, I thought. So that's interesting. It's not a long distance. So it wouldn't matter so much if that dropped down. I'm just trying to decide what would happen everywhere else if we would have to drop all the rest down as well, which could be done. If we did, we could drop it all down and move all these buildings downward, and then this would have a slope to go up higher or down, one or the other. It'd be down probably. So let me think about it. Let's just check it and see what it looks like when we grab it. Alright, let's hit the sculpt mode, put it over here, put it on square. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. We're at 900 subscribers, and I appreciate everybody. Go ahead and share the video and turn on your notification bell so you know when I post. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Now we're going to hit Control R right here or over here so we can grab that level. Control R, and we got to make sure it's on replace. And it is. I usually leave it on there for the most part. Excuse me. And we're going to bring this over and just see. See, it's not a whole lot of difference, but once you get down there, you'll see what can happen. So let's take that and move it. Alright, let's get in there where we can actually see. Okay. It's a little bit. But is there enough room? I'm going to put a little paint here so I can actually see what's going on. I don't even know what it's on. Okay, that's good for now. Just so I can see the levels and stuff and distance and stuff like that. Okay, just for a minute. Doesn't mean that's what it's going to be. That's just giving me some where I can see. Okay? Alright. So if I go a little further, I might could slope it. Alright, let's just go a hair further. and back up here. Trying to get that up there. Alright, and now we can slope it right there and see if that's okay. So when they come in, they still got room. They're uphill. Now the problem is it's a little bit, is that wide enough? I think it is actually. Once I smooth it a little, I think it'll still be wide enough no matter what we paint it. And it's probably going to be asphalt, so let's just grab it, this, and then turn it off, turn back, turn it on, paint over all this so we can see better. I'm going to have to fix that where it goes off the edge, but you get the point. And we're just going to paint that so we can see and think about it. And all of it will be painted, obviously, whatever needs to be done. But we're just worrying about this section right now. So we're going to get in and look. Yeah, I think a truck can go here okay, even if it's a little slope. We can smooth it or whatever we gotta do, but or situate it. But I don't think it went too far. I don't think it went to where there was an issue. I think that this one still should be okay when we drive here, I would hope. It's a little close, I ain't gonna lie. But again, we still have room, and I can move this forward if I need to. So there's not no problem there. And this side, let's look at it for when they come around. They still have room to come around. It don't matter about a slope. So let's see what we got here. So this didn't come far enough, I don't guess. So they need it to come this way. Okay, so it already came that far. I just didn't put it all the way up there. Okay. And so we'll go a little hair further and then slope. Alright. Now let's just paint some of this just to see. We'll fix that where it's going over the edge there. We're not worried about that right this second. Well, I guess we'll grab this grass and take that back. Take that off, take that off, take that all the way off. We may add a little hair if we went too far. Alright, let's turn this off. Get in there where we can see. So we'll have to add a little hair more. It's a little bit narrow. Yeah, let's add some more. We gotta add a little more. At least. Oh, wrong one. Control R, get back on here. At least add that much. And that much. And take that off. Now let's look at that and see. It's better. Still not a lot of room there. Now, unless we decided to paint all that asphalt, which could happen. They could have it sloped. It could have painted that way. And I still, like I said, this can still be moved up. So then it wouldn't be so close. And then if it wasn't so close, we could move it over so we can make a wider asphalt area. And then this would still be okay because it doesn't have to have much room to get back here, and there's really not anything here to bother with it, so it's not going to matter. You know, it's already got plenty of room there. So I think I'm moving that. I don't know if I'll move it. I have to move it in XML. If I do, we'll worry about that later. But in the meantime, we'll just real quickly. I think I may have to make some of this come up higher. The ground may slope, and if it does, I'll have to fix that. And I'm not gonna make it perfect just yet. We're just gonna put the road in. I'll square it all up and get all that situated later. But just getting the idea, there's gonna be a road. We might put, well, we should put all this like that, I think. And then there we go. and we'll fix any little imperfections. But now we're just going to paint all under here up to there. Paint along the road carefully. Paint all in the parking lot. Now we could change it if we want cement or whatever, but for now we'll just do this, and we're just painting. Okay, I guess we could go ahead and get the grass and knock that back a little. Knock that back. If you're new to the channel, check out my playlist. I have a lot of different things. Tutorials of map making. I have gameplay, simulator gameplay and stuff, so check it out. Appreciate everybody. Now we're going to fix this right here. Whoop, forgot to change it over again. Okay. And we're going to go all the way to the fence. Maybe even to there. And that's all the same anyway, so that don't matter. And we're going to go up to there. And then we're going to go over there and finish it. We're going to have this road coming out right here, so they can get on through. This will be next to there, and we may put a little slither of grass in between there, so we'll just see, that divides it or something. It's not, we'll worry about the width and everything later, and if we got to change anything, if this is any kind of issue here, or if anything needs to be sloped, or so we can smooth this just a hair right there. But basically we should be alright. There's a cell point there, but they're behind this fence, so we could always move that however we need to do it. Let's go ahead and grab the grass again, and again all this is subject to change depending on what we need to do, and at that time we will adjust whatever. Okay, so now we got that area pretty well painted for the most part. Now we're going to work on the other side, and we're going to make this restaurant go into place. This is just stuck there for me checking it, so we're going to move that, make sure we get the whole group. I think we do. Let me double check. Yeah. Move that just out of the way. We can fix it later. It's not important. Okay. Now this one, let's just get the whole group and bring it, or we could put it there actually, because then they're kind of right when you pull out, you see it. It's pretty big, but we're way up in the air, of course. We're going to be moving this ground to that level, so it's not going to be like that. Let's check this. That's the back side, and again, we're not going to have a sell point here. So when they come out of this shopping center, there's going to be a big old restaurant that they can eat at, but it'll be lower than that. So let's go ahead and make it lower and see what we can do here. Pick it out of the parking lot, Control R, put it on sculpt mode. It's already on replace on the left mouse button, as you can see. And we're just going to go back. And I'm not going to go all the way. I'm going to go certain distance, and then we'll reevaluate. Okay, so we're just checking. We don't want to go too far. Well, that probably was a little far there. Let's back that off. One. Oh, well, it took it all the way. Okay, fine. Take it all the way. We don't want to go past that right there. Or that. So we're trying to be careful how close we get to certain things. So now we're going to smooth it like that. All the way about, all around. There. Now we're going to head into the building and check the width and everything, see what we got here. Okay, looks like we'll be able to do it. Looks like that's okay. We'll have to smooth it some more, but you get the point. And we didn't go too close. Also, this had another way of getting stairs, so, and it could have went down, so we could have made that go down. So we haven't decided whether we will or not. If we do, it'd be kind of interesting. Uh, Unless we put a back parking lot back here and then do the stairs down to a little lower level, like where the employees come in the back side of the building or something. Potentially. We'll see. Everything is subject to change. Alright, so we're going to bring this down. Let me go look. Kind of hard to see that. There we go. Bring it down. And now we got to go down till we see where we're at. Okay, so the door is there. So we got to come up a little. So approximately there. We could come up a little more, I guess. I mean, it's technically showing, so we don't have to go too high. That's actually interesting looking the way they got that. Okay, the steps are like that, huh? That's interesting. And we could bring that down to there, but it doesn't seem like... That's interesting how they got that. Huh. You would think that would be the same all the way down. I mean, yeah, they have like a slab, but it just somehow it doesn't look right. But okay. And then there's of course the trigger, but we're not going to put it here. Okay. Now we're going to grab the sculpt mode again, and we're going to do this, and we're going to smooth it on down. Try not to have it to be so steep everywhere. And we're not going to go too close to any of this other stuff. Now we are going to have to move this over some. So we're probably going to have it where it's there. Because we want one more. And I think we have enough room. I might have to smooth it a little differently, but we'll see. I think it's still got enough room there. Let's check it and see. Alright, so now we're going to grab this again and just make sure that this corner has enough of the squareness. And it looks like it's pretty good. And they could get in if they had to. We're going to actually have to have some parking though, so let me check and see. What we might do is, yeah, we're going to have part of this as parking, at least a little bit of parking. We could also make it parking this away a little bit too. Let's try that, give it a little parking over here. So, just bringing it back to the building length. And this is going to be parking for this. Like that. Let's get on up here where we can see. Okay. We're going to take it to there because we still got to slope it. Okay. We can actually take it a hair further, I guess. We can't go too far because we got to keep this situated. Alright, let's see what that gives us. If it gives us enough room to park, they can pull in and walk in. Let's go ahead and paint something down. Let's put concrete. Let's grab this. Control R. We're going to put concrete to give contrast. Whoops, that's not what I intended to do. We'll fix it, don't worry. Okay. And we'll have to adjust everything that we, We'll go right to the edge of that, wherever that is. once we get over there a little further. We probably won't take it that far. Let's go ahead and take that and then take this back. Control R. And we'll probably have to adjust here as you can see. Let's see what we got here. What do we have up here? I'm almost tempted to do that with this, but at that point, then you got this whole thing at that level. It's just my, then this side would need to stay up, and then you got this whole, couldn't go past here. It would be funny though, because it'd be like they got their own little stepway to go to the restaurant, and they're always going. All right, so what we're gonna have to do is take some more of this away. We don't have a choice. Something like this, and then slope it again, and then hopefully, oh, didn't have the right one. Control R, and we're just gonna go to here. Well, we're not gonna go that high. Let's back off a little. And take this back some too. Just a little. There we go. Now let's see what we got. That's pretty good. Plenty of room, parking. And if we, like I said, we could do that. So let's have a look. Let's just see what it looks like. I know. We'll see, we won't promise. I just think it'd be interesting. We'll have a slope, don't worry. Wonder how far we should go. We can make this a slope, so I'm not worried about that part. Okay. Let me go look at the steps. Where's the last one? Ooh. Wow. Look at there. I mean, I couldn't have picked hardly a better spot. Just a hair bit lower and we'll be good. Let's try the 60. Basically, I just took the end off of the numbers here and left it at 60. And I'm hoping it's probably going to be too low, but we're going to see. We'll have to add some back. Yeah, it's too low. So let's add 0.2 and see. Nope. Let's add 0.5 and see. Yep, 0.5 is it. Alright, there we go. Now we got it to the step, pretty much. Let's just go look, make sure. And there we go, popping stuff up, hitting the wrong buttons. As usual. I think that's okay. Yeah. And then we'll slope it. We can slope it right here. Just like that. And now, when they come on back, they can come around, do their thing. We're going to make them go around. But if they're walking, or whatever, we can put some sort of whatever. We can make it slope. They can walk down the hill at a slope, obviously. Right there. But they'll be able to come up this stairs, and we're going to slope it down the hill, so bear with me. We can make an actual staircase there if we want. Something interesting, maybe, potentially. But either way, we're going to slope it to where it's like, hey, just walk down the hill. Okay, I don't want that far. We'll have to grab that in a second. Okay. Alright, let me look at this. Okay. So they should be alright. They could be able to walk down. And notice they only have the rail in here, so that makes sense. And we could add railing if we wanted. Potentially. I don't know. Looks like they even got it where we could break that off, which is nice. Let's duplicate it, just have a look at it. I just want to see it separate. Oh, I hit the button and it wasn't done. Okay, now it's done. Control B. Oh, it took that. Oops. Okay, so let's delete that. So it didn't. Oh, it grabbed that. I gotcha. I thought it just grabbed the steps. That's what I was. There we go. Control D, duplicate. D is in dog. I'm just having a look to see. Because if it. Oops, I accidentally duplicated it twice. That's fine. For a second, we'll let it do it. Control B, left mouse click. Look at there. So now we got some steps if we want them. And I think there's some places I need them. And I could put them here if I wanted. Potentially. If we want it, we can do it. Put it on the corner. Back it up a little. Remember, we gotta fix this. We gotta make this go down. Because we accidentally moved it up. So I want it to get back down to the right spot. And then slope. And not get on that. And then we could lower it. Let's just see what we end up with here. It actually lifted up a hair, didn't it? Let's fix that. Alright. Let's go a little lower. So it don't feel so big of a step. I think that's low enough. We could go a teeny lower. Okay, so then we could lift the ground up to that level if we had to. And then make it a little path to this. Okay, let's lift the ground. We're gonna grab this level and we're gonna lift the ground to that level, to this set of stairs. We can smooth it down after we get it there, but we gotta get it there. So I'm gonna get it around the stairs on each side a little bit, smoothing all this out. Now we're gonna knock that down. We'll fix the bottom in a second, so don't worry. Fix all that, and now we just tap it back up a little. Tap it back up a little. And I'm gonna have to lower this down on the how quick it goes. Let's put it midway, see if that works. So it helps me not do it too quickly. I accidentally clicked there, so I messed it up a little. Let me go back and fix that. And there we go with that again. Alrighty. Let's grab this again. Control R. Accidentally did what I shouldn't have. Okay, let's get that out of the middle of the stairs. Okay. So now we're going to slope, slope, slope. Or smooth, if you will. Okay, so we still got to get this down to this. Okay. So let's grab, let's see, let's just tap. No, I accidentally, I gotta change that back. Tap, 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 tap. Alright. Now let's back up a little so I can see. Oh, that might be way too much. We'll see. We might have problems. Yep. I got it on too high of a setting, so I'm going to have to fix it. Okay, well, let's try this again. Okay. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna get down to this level and see if I can't grab something or I don't think it's letting me grab that, but I'm gonna grab this and see if that is at that level. Pretty close. So I'm gonna back off so I can see. Pretty close. Okay. Get it right up to there. And now we're gonna smooth. Let's see. Whoop. Gotta bring that back up again. I gotta get this smaller when I do that. Had it too high up. And let's just see what we got here. We're close. Look how close we are. We're so close. We gotta bring it past it. There's no other way. The problem is we're not going high enough. I don't think, because we're not getting past it. And then when we smoothen it, it is dipping. I mean, tell you, it dipped. When I hit smooth, boy, that thing went down. Okay, let's just try this. See if we can do it this way. Oh, we might have to put concrete behind it. That's the only way to cover that up. That's what the point of some of that is. Because you're connecting it, and it's just not. Uh, unless we put it. Let me see. Let's try again. We are on that angle, which isn't the best. Oh, undo. What's going on there? Am I not on replace anymore? Should be. Okay, so let's make it 60. Try 60 and see. Okay, I need to go up, so that's fine. And now let's see. I'm gonna put these way lower. Okay, a little bit better. Okay, now we gotta really come down. Alright, let's go look. We're real close. It's just this angle is the problem. That's the real problem, is the angle. Because if I turn it over here where the steps go up this way, and then they walk this way to get to there, it'll be easier. But it's the angle that's the problem. But I feel like the angle is what makes it look nice. Let me see. We definitely need a landing right there. So I'm gonna try to pick right there. If I can. Let's try it and see. Let me back out of the view. Wonder why it's not going anywhere. Oh, no wonder. Let's bring this back up. That's what happens to you when you bring that down. Just don't want to come quick. Okay, let's try to bring this down. It's gonna be a pain, ain't it? We're definitely gonna have to put something there if we're gonna do it. Like a landing. Alright, so what do we got here? What does it break down into? Okay, let's duplicate it. Whoops. Didn't like that, did it? Alright. Waiting for it to duplicate. And did it do it? Yeah. I thought it took it all away, like in a weird way, but it didn't. Okay. Bring this down here. Bring it over. Bring it over here. Let's see what we got here. Many ways we could do this. I'm thinking we're gonna rotate that puppy. Oh, really? You kidding me? Let me see what we got here. It's one of them things. The way that it does. I still think we'll be okay. Let's level it. Get down to check it. Let's see what we got here. Right till it touches it. Okay. Bring it over till it matches as best as possible. We'll see what we got here. We don't have to do it far. We just need it to make sense. Let me see. I'm hoping it's wide enough to do that. Seems to be okay. And then we'll bring it on back. And look at everything. Check it out. Okay, we got a little bit more to deal with. Okay. Bring it up. Over. We're gonna have to bring it over some more, looks like. And it may be too far, like I say, because we didn't use the same thing. It's gonna be close, but we'll see. Our main concern is the top. We can cover up the side. Okay, let's get in where we can look. Okay. Now let's get over here. Okay, so that doesn't look level, does it? I hate to turn it. There we go. Let me look. That's pretty dang close. Alright, let me have a look. Okay, so it ain't situated. That ain't far off there. We gotta fix all that, but that ain't far off. Okay, so click back on here, go down lower, and hit smooth a little bit. Knock it off, knock it off. Now then, let's see how that looks. We'll have to check it in game to be sure, to see that it's gonna work. It's not terrible, and like I say, we can hide things. We gotta fix this slope here again. Got that problem. And then just gotta clean this edge up, clean that edge up. And then this we're gonna have to situate better because of that. But the problem is we can't go so far or we run into the same problem. If you'll notice, it'll be like a trip point. Yeah, that ain't too bad. Pretty close. Let's just take this corner, Control R, and gently. I took it, come on, give it to me. I took the level. For some reason it's not wanting to go up. Let's go to 60 and see. It's just not wanting to lift on this side for some reason right there. Oh, 'cause underneath there. I see. It's not grabbing it. There we go. Let's try this again. Now that ain't bad right there. I might leave that. Try to smooth around the rest of it. Well, of course it didn't want to stay there. Let me look at it. I mean, that's not bad, honestly. It really ain't. This other corner piece, though, is the issue. Let's take that off the edge more, so that if we slope it, maybe it won't grab all that. You know what I'm saying? Take it further away, so that when I try to slope it, we don't have an issue. See, I just don't like that little sharp part right there. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Let's just hope we got it situated. See, I don't like that. That's what I'm trying to get rid of. Right about there. Excuse me. Let me get where I can actually see what's going on. Alright, let's try this very carefully to get that smooth. Now the side of that is okay, so I'm not worried about that. I think it looks okay. I gotta fix that. I didn't see that piece. Fix this piece. And we should be okay. Alrighty. Because it is dirt. Excuse me, it is dirt, so I think that's alright. It don't matter if they, you know, don't have a perfect little pathway all the way, because I'm not trying to go that far. I'm just going to smooth it back here a little. Very carefully, staying away from this other area. Oh, I went too far. I gotta undo that. Okay. See, that's the only issue. It grabs it, and then it don't seem to lift it to that. Like I grab this level, and when I click over here, it's not lifting. Oh, no wonder. It's down here. I was wondering, why is it not working? There we go. That makes more sense now. Trying to get this out. Okay, that fixed that. Now we gotta fix this. Make a proper slope. I think we need to grab it about here and take some of this away to be able to make a slope that's gonna make sense. And let's look and see. Yep, and that looks okay. They can walk that. Alright, the only issue is up here if I got room for them to come around this corner and do what they gotta do. So we're gonna lift that up a little. Control R. Making sure all this matches. Come on over. We're gonna go a little further because like I say, we have to slope. And they should have their room they need. And then we'll slope. So we should be alright. And they can walk down this hill and have a trail. And they walk right up here. Down the steps to the restaurant. Okie dokie. So now we have this restaurant. Now we gonna have some parking over here. That should be plenty of room. And we're gonna grab the concrete. Finish it up. I'm not gonna keep going because we're gonna have to have room for that other one. We may take some of this concrete away. Potentially. And we'll have to fix, this part back here. And if we need a little more room, which it looks like we need a little, so we're gonna grab this, Control R. We're gonna make sure we get enough room for that concrete. We got plenty of room to go back, so we're gonna go on back. We're not gonna go too close to that steps because we don't want to redo that. And one of them I accidentally duplicated twice, the stairs, so I'm gonna have to fix that. So we're gonna click over there and delete one of those stairs, and we're good there. And now we can paint this part. Control R. And then have that situated. And we are good. We got everything we need there. Now we have a restaurant. It's at the level, and we can delete that. Let's go ahead and click on it. Come on, click on the building. Get the whole thing. It's back here in the back, so we gotta find it in the list. Let me look. Close this down. Okay, there we go. Click on selling station and hit delete. Alright, now it's not that anymore. And now we have a selling station. What is that stuff floating? What is that? Ah, pieces of fence. Gate prefab. Alright, we're going to bring that down just to get it. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Alright, get that out of the way. Alright. So now we have a restaurant. But anyway, we're gonna call that an episode here. I hope you enjoy. We got a lot done. Um, I mean, it's just coming along nicely. Um, I think that they'll be happy with this restaurant. But anyway, I'm gonna call it an episode. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.